It is finally opening day at 81 Speedway. We're finally going to get some racing in this year. It's been a long off season, so it feels good to finally be at the track, and we're going to be racing for some points tonight. I think he's over there adjusting the tire pressures on the car right now. I just took it down, got inspection done. So we're good to go for the 2025 season. We've passed tech. The gates opened at 3. We got here about 30 minutes before that, and finally got our spot. So we are pretty much ready to go in terms of hot laps. The drivers meeting is going to be next. The hot laps is going to be immediately after that, and then at that point we'll see where we're at in terms of heat races. They said there probably will be a B main tonight. We have more mini stocks this year than we had last year, so I don't know if that's going to be a recurring thing this year or if that's just tonight because it's opening night. We'll see. So here we go. New season has begun, and we're going to have some fun tonight. You'll notice we have a little bit smaller tire on this side than we do on the other 3, and the reason for that is because we're trying something a little different. We're going to see if a little bit smaller tire on the left rear is going to make a little bit better turn. This is the tire that gets the most, gets up in the air the most on these cars because they're front wheel drive. So we'll see if this makes a difference. We'll see if it helps it turn a little bit or not. But it's a 195. It's still 15. Those ones are all 205s, and I don't know. We're going to see if it feels any different. After inspection, the track was very, very slick. Very wet, so we'll hopefully it dries up a little bit before a hot lap starts, because wow, it looks like it's going to be struggling. We're going to be struggling to grip if it's like that on when we actually do some time laps, but maybe not. We'll see. Marshall's Towing and Recovery is on the car now. They're a salvage yard in Great Bend. He let us go and get as many wheels as I needed for the car, and in exchange, decal on the car. So it seemed like a pretty good deal. So they're going to be on the car for the rest of the season. We're getting pretty much ready to go. Driver's meeting is in about 15 minutes from now. We're doing some last second little things. We tightened down that trunk, so hopefully you guys won't hear it rattling on the onboard camera like you have been in the last time. Rattling like that sound is. Hopefully that's going to be a little bit quieter, a little bit better. Wind noise you probably do right now, but that's going to be the way she goes. So it's Kansas for you. But anyway, getting ready to go. Driver's meeting is going to be in a short little bit, and we'll be ready to go for our hot laps. We just wrapped up the driver's meeting, and we'll get ready for hot laps here in a minute. We're not first to go for hot laps, thankfully, but I think we're the either 3rd or 4th class to go out. We'll figure that out as the night goes on. But yeah. Driver's meeting is over. Getting ready for hot laps here now. that track is so slick that there's absolutely nothing I can decipher from that. There's nothing anyone can decipher from that. We were at a snail's pace just because, I mean, everyone was grouped together because it was so slick. You didn't want to pass each other because all the cars were sliding just up the track. We couldn't do anything. So there was absolutely nothing we could decipher from that. You know, we got the brakes done on the rear of the car. I forgot to mention that earlier, that brake issue that we found after those last practice. We got that fixed, got new brakes and rotors on the rear, but I couldn't tell you if they were a benefit or not. I mean, I was able to stop, so there's that, but yeah, no, there was absolutely nothing we could decipher from that. Hopefully the track decides to harden up a little bit before it actually matters, because wow, if that's the way it's going to be racing, it's going to be some of the slowest stop times we've ever had. That was crazy. So yeah, I mean, that was our hot laps. Next up, we got the heat race. I think there's going to be 3 different heats up there because there's 23 cars, 23 mini stocks. I haven't looked to see what heat we're in yet, but I'll do that here in a second, and we'll go from there. So yeah, that was hot laps. All right, so we're going to be in heat 2 of 3 for the mini stocks. We're going to start in the very last row of our heat. So not the greatest pill draw, not the greatest result that we wanted for our pill draw, and it's just kind of luck of the draw. Our hot laps don't really influence where we're starting. It's just kind of whatever number they give you when you check in. Yeah, not an ideal one, but we're gonna have some cars to pass to put us in a good spot for the feature. So we'll see how we do with that. You can see all the mud on it just because the track was so slicked up and so clumpy. I actually had to clean off the lens on the GoPro a little bit, so if a little bit of dirt showed up on the GoPro camera, I apologize. That's probably going to be a recurring thing throughout the season, but yeah, we got a lot of mud on the front of the car. One of the downsides of not running tear-offs is you're going to have to go and clean off all the mud clumps off of your visor. Luckily, the chicken wire screen kind of helps with that. It doesn't get everything, obviously, but it helps. About go time for our heat race. Getting ready to get suited up right now. We'll be ready to go for heat number 2. But we're getting ready to go out there. The B mods are going right now, and then they have the first heat for us, and then we're in the second heat. So get ready to go. We're gonna have some fun. finished 4th, so we got some spots there. I feel like I could have been up there with the other guys, but I spent majority of the race trying to pass the 5 car, and I had to run a line way more inside than I wanted to, because I wanted to be able to try that, you know, arcing into the corner and then, you know, kind of diamonding the corner, or about middle of the track, you know. And I couldn't even do it this time because the 5 was, I was inside the 5 the entire time. So, we made it close because they can barely hear me, I bet you. So we finished 4th in it. I'm gonna see where that puts me in the feature. Man, I feel like I could have got more there, but that 5, he's like Ryan Newman, it's hard to pass him. All right, so they just came up with the lineup for the feature. We start 10th out of 23 cars, so right in the middle of the pack. There's some cars in front of me that I believe that we can beat, cars that we can pass, so we're just gonna see what we can do. Car felt good, I will say that, but man, I really wish I could have gotten the outside of that 5 car. Because I want to see if I can do anything to keep up with those guys in front of us. But hey, we'll see. We got one more race to go, the big money one. Well, it's like $100 to win it, but we've got the feature, and then we'll see where that puts us. Hopefully we have a good finish with that one, so stick around. During the heat race there was one point where the car slid in. It was right after it got past the 5 car. I dove it in there, and I guess I hit a slick spot or something, and it just kept rolling to go, and I lost a lot of momentum there. I thought the 5 was going to get back around me, and luckily I was able to get it loaded up and back going. But man, I really wish I could have gotten by some a little earlier. If I would have gotten by him a little earlier, I think by the end of the race, I think we had maybe a half the fucking track from the top 3. So unfortunate, it's the way she goes, but luckily we start 10th in the feature, so that's going to put me on the outside, and I should be able to run the line I want to run a little bit better than last time, because I'm not going to be stuck inside of somebody's car the entire race. So that's good. The feature is 10 laps. That heat race is only 6 laps. The feature is only 10 laps. Cautions do not count, so it's not a very long time, but maybe we can get some more spots on there, catch a couple more people, make some passes, and see if we can, with 23 cars, if we come out with a top 10, I'll be happy, but I'm shooting for a little bit better than that. My career best is 7th at this track, and I want to at least match that, maybe get a 6th. So we'll see what happens, and see if we get what we want. Hopefully that's not a bad omen, the full moon tonight. Alright, it's just about feature time. The modified class that's right in front of us, right before us, is just about to roll out. So it's just about time for us to suit up and get ready for the feature. And we're starting 10th. So we'll see how it goes. so I definitely think that there is more coming. That track was perfect for how I like to race. It was exactly the way I liked it. Car felt great, and I felt like we could have gotten a couple more. The race got cut short because of the time limit, so they did an automatic green-white checker after that last caution. So unfortunately, the race got cut short, which sucks for us because I feel like we definitely could have gotten a couple more spots, but hey, it is what it is. That's racing for you. Starting it off with the 7th. Start the season off with the 7th. Definitely a great points day. Not a bad start, so I'll take it. There was a wreck that happened, like, from the leaders. The leaders all got into a wreck. I was able to drive right through, so that was pretty cool. Felt like a badass at that moment, but yeah, definitely can get a couple more spots here. The track was perfect for how I liked it. That's exactly all we wanted. So what a start to the season. If that's how the season's going to go, then we're off for a great year. So I think we're going to finish watching. This is the last feature of the night that's happening right now, or it's either last or second to last feature of the night. So we're going to finish watching those. We're going to get this car loaded up, and we're going to go on home. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for the second race of the year. You got to bring this back to the pay window in order to get your prize money, and they actually keep your driver's license to incentivize you in bringing it back. So it's usually a $10 rental, at least it is for 81 Speedway. It's a $10 rental to get one of these. If you don't have one yourself, it's a transponder, and this is what keeps your timing and scoring throughout the race. So I'm taking mine back now. Pay window over here, and getting our pay.